it was something that was going to be gradual. So I really had years to deal with it, try and slow it down, try and manage it, and then it went through the floor. So when I became aware that I had kidney failure, for a little while I was in denial. I just couldn't believe it. And then I was pretty angry. And I felt blindsided because it was just so unexpected.
I don't think it's something to be entered into because you think it might be kind or a good idea, because towards the end it gets very, very stressful. You know, you're going to have an operation, you're going to have part of your body taken away.
The process in trying to find a donor was really confronting because of my other medical issues. It was made pretty clear that I wasn't a terrific dialysis candidate, and my medical team didn't really feel that that was going to be an option, and that the best way forward was to do a live donation.
I had been a keen proponent of organ donation, obviously particularly kidney donation, because you can do it while you're alive. And I'd mouthed off about this for a long time, and then as I got to know Helen and heard about how her kidney function was decreasing, I eventually said to her one day, so where's this going to lead? We were coming down Beaconsfield Road, which is where we are today, and she said, oh, I'll eventually need a kidney donation. I said, oh, I'll donate you a kidney.
The future of not having an organ donation for me was pretty bleak, particularly because I have 2 children, and you want to be around for your children and your husband and your family. So, and you want to be as well as you can. It's awful being a sick person trying to raise children and just exist. It's an awful existence.
The worst part of the whole thing was once I knew I was the donor, was dealing with that last few weeks, and that just got worse and worse and worse towards the last day, to the point where I was not really a functioning person by the morning of the operation. Towards the end, I felt like backing out because it's so stressful. It's not something to be done lightly, and I think if you're going to consider doing it, you need to be very sure that that's what you want to do.
Absolutely. I've been given a second chance at life, and I was extremely fortunate that I was able to get a donation of a kidney from a friend, which absolutely changed the course of my life.
Helen and I were close prior to this. We'd known each other for about, I'm going to say 10 years or something. And I was very fond of Helen. For me, I don't feel any closer to Helen than I was before.
Certainly I would never ask anyone for an organ donation, but Susan was adamant that she wanted to do organ donation anyway.
So it wasn't because of Helen, it was because of my political feeling about organ donation.
And I was just really lucky to be that person who needed one at that time. The doctors have an overwhelming set of procedures you have to follow, and I'm meticulous in following them because I owe it to Susan and to myself to make sure that, you know, her gift is not wasted.
Does it feel weird to know that part of you is in someone else?
Doesn't feel weird to me, no. Might feel weird to Helen. Doesn't feel weird to me.
It absolutely doesn't feel weird that I have somebody else's organ. What I feel is gratitude. I could talk to you for 1,000 hours and use 1,000,000 words, and they'd never be enough.
If you could speak to Sidney the kidney, what would you say?
Hang in there. What I would say to Sidney the kidney is just to hang in there and do what everybody wants it to do, which is to work for as long as possible, because it's such an important organ. Who knew? I didn't.